Next topic is functional block diagram of Arduino board and its pins description. This topic is in connection with our first topic because we have already seen about the Arduino Mega's pins description in briefly. So today we are going to see that how that board is manufactured using microcontroller and its input output pins. So this is a normal diagram where you can see that this is the Arduino board, for example, and here the small pins, those are dragged out to see that which one dedicated for the port D, which one dedicated for the port B, which one dedicated for port C. So this way. So microcontroller is over here and this development board is giving us platform to directly connect your devices to the connectors. Those are connected to the microcontroller chip using the tracks on the printed circuit board. That's why there is no need to directly connect our devices over these pins. So this is the beauty of any development board, that instead of working on one IC, you are working on one development board and you can utilize its features in analog. Rather those are analog in the nature, rather those are digital in the nature, rather those are related to the serial interfaces, rather those are related to the interrupt interfaces. So all these interfaces get dragged out on the development board. This is the beauty of any development board. So this is the normal development board of Arduino, but we are going to see the actual development board, which is Arduino Mega. So this is Mega's board actually. This we have seen in the last session also. So as per this board is concerned, it is having this slot. So here, this is a digital is been written over here. Digital is been written. So digital means it is having these number of the slots. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the digital input output pins. Those get dragged out on the surface of the development board. So you can connect the cables on these particular pin parts, socket parts, and you can program to that particular device. So this is the thing which is dedicatedly given by the Arduino Mega development board. So as per this development board is concerned, digital input output pins, here you can see that these are the digital input output pins. So how many digital input output pins are there? 54. So 54 digital input output pins are there, means D0 to D53 digital input output pins are there. Means, for example, this is the socket which has been shown, and this is digital pin 0, this is digital pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 52 and 53. So this is D0 pin, this is D1 pin, D2, D3, D4, D5, this is D52 and this is D53 pin. So we can connect digital devices. For example, you have one light emitting diode and that light emitting diode is connected over here. If we have this chip which is having 3 leads over here and 7 segment LEDs over here. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G and this is H. This is 7 segment LED. So A is connected to this point, B is connected to this point likewise. So this way you can connect digital devices directly. These are the peripherals. So we can connect such 54, we have 54 resources as per digital input and output is concerned, and we can connect such kind of the devices to this digital input and digital output. So if you energize this particular D0, if we energize this particular D0, then it turn on the light emitting diode. If you de-energize this D0, means it turn off the light emitting diode. So such 54 digital input outputs are there. Next is analog inputs, and there A0 to A15. These are the analog input pins. So A0 to A15, these are the 16 analog inputs are there. So what we can do using these analog inputs, if we have one LM35, that is a temperature sensor, if we have humidity sensor, hygrometer for example, humidity, if we have pressure sensor, then they can be connected to the analog input. This can be connected to the another analog input. This can be connected to the another analog input, and they can be converted using the analog to digital converter into the 8-bit digital form. 8-bit digital form. This is, so our pressure Newton per meter square is converted into the digital form. Our percentage humidity, absolute humidity, percentage humidity is converted into the digital. Our degree centigrade is converted into the digital. So these are the analog pins. Those can be utilized to connect our analog sensors or the devices those gives output in the analog form, can be connected over here. Next is there are 4 different ports: serial port number 0, port number 2, 3 and 1. Serial port means we have Rx and Tx 0, Rx and Tx 1, Rx and Tx 2, Rx and Tx 3. So we can connect which kind of the devices? Serial peripheral devices. For example, if we have memory, and that memory can be connected to this Rx and Tx. Now this cannot be directly, if it is not directly can be connected, then you can use RS232 or driver of that max 232 IC. So through this IC we can connect to the particular memory, or through this IC we can connect to some other serial peripheral device. So 4 different serial buses has been provided by the Arduino Mega, where you can connect 4 different serial peripheral devices and you can program exclusively. Then PWM is over here, pulse width modulation. So here you can see that there are variety of the PWM. 13 PWM has been given, 14 PWM 0 to PWM 13. These many PWM has been given. Now what is their function? Means suppose pulse width modulation 0, pulse width modulation 1 up to pulse width modulation 13. So these are the 14 pulse width modulation pins. If we connect one DC motor, if we connect one DC motor to it, this is motor, then we can control the speed of this DC motor. If we connect the motor driver over here, and this pulse width modulation is programmed in such a way that it is going to vary the width of square waveform, pulse width modulation. If 50% of the duty cycle is utilized, 50% of the duty cycle is there, means our motor operates at medium speed. If it is directly having only on period and off period is 0, means this beat is continuously 1. It means that motor is rotating at highest RPM. For example, here one bulb is connected. One bulb is connected, and if the duty cycle is less, if this is 20%, this is 80%, 20%, 80%, 20%, 80%, means downtime is 80% and uptime is 20%. If this is the case, then the intensity of the bulb is less. If uptime is more, 80%, and downtime is 20%, means duty cycle is 80% in this case. If uptime is 80% and downtime is 20%, in that case it is energizing, it is having much more light. So pulse width modulation utilized for such kind of the application where we need to increase the intensity, we need to decrease the intensity, we need to increase the intensity of the parameter, we need to decrease the intensity of the parameter. Now next is serial clock and the serial data. These two pins dedicated for serial clock, serial data. These two dedicated for inter-integrated circuit chip or I2C, I2C, I2C. This is Phillips bus where clock pulse is asserted, and over this clock pulse a particular data is transiting from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. After some time it is again transiting like this. Okay, so our data is traveled on a serial bus over this clock. So if our memories are serial, if our analog to digital converter is serial, digital to analog converter is serial, then using the I2C bus we can control them. So these are the Arduino Mega board and these are the descriptions about its pins. In the next session we are going to see the functions utilized in embedded C language to program the Arduino with reference to its mathematical operations, with reference to its digital input programming, digital output programming, etc.